Hi, I'm Juan Arango from Exit Ventures. If you or your family are considering selling a family business or a portfolio company, this conversation is for you. In today's videos, our managing partner, Paul Bergen, who's led over $3 billion in strategic acquisitions, will walk you through exactly how to position your company for a successful exit to a strategic buyer. So let's go ahead and dive in.
Which is should I sell now? Should I sell at all? Should I sell now? Should I sell later? When is it too early? When is it too late? We've all been through this when we sell stock, right? I sold some of my Nvidia stock like a year ago. Now I really regret it. Everyone's been through this process, but unfortunately, the answer to the question of when should I sell is it depends, but it honestly does depend. Um, it all depends. So let's talk about the family heritage business here. For the family, selling is very emotional. It's very complex. There's often multi-generations of the family involved. There's conflicting desires and priorities and values. Oftentimes, the younger generation wants liquidity in order to be able to create foundations, to have have a greater say in how some of the proceeds are spent. They want involvement in, perhaps not just the management, but involvement and impact, often. And they are more interested in an exit because they want to take some of the proceeds and diversify the impact of the family in the family office outside of just the primary legacy business plus, some of the cash flow that is thrown off in the last few years. Um, it's emotional. A lot of people have different emotion. It's very personal to sell a legacy business. A lot of times people's identity is wrapped, especially the founders, the family founders have their identity wrapped up into this business. Um, a lot of times there will be advisors, close personal business advisors, lawyers, financial advisors, CPAs, etc., that can and should be consulted, especially for tax purposes. The tax often drives yes or no decisions in selling. Um, but the key is make sure it fits the family and the family's values and the family's priorities. And number two, make sure the culture fit for where the family business ends up or the portfolio company, as the case may be. Make sure the culture fit is a good one because we've all heard stories about people selling a business or a startup selling to a strategic and the culture fit is bad and within a year most of the people are gone and it hasn't worked out and it's kind of cratered. That's unfortunate. It doesn't have to be that way, but it often evolves around the people issues and the culture fit. And so, if you feel like you've got a good opportunity for a culture fit, the values and priorities of the family are aligned in selling, and you've looked at other liquidity options like a partial sale, partnership options. There are other ways that you can start to a transition, so to speak, a transition out of complete ownership. Um, so again, your advisors will be very important in that process. In summary, creating an exit just doesn't happen. It's the best exits take years of preparation and planning, take at least 2 to 3 years in advance to get the best results. Corporate partners and investors should be involved early. Um, you know, if you can, like I said, build that relationship, that dating relationship, spouse-like relationship into a very strong relationship, you're gonna likely have a very strong potential buyer that knows you, that relies on you, and that's what creates the best kind of exit. Um, you know, Corporate partners obviously have a lot of resources. They have a lot of ways that they can be beneficial to you, a lot of ways they can create strategic or synergies. But the key is that it can and will take years. So make sure you plan on that. Start early, use experienced advisors. They're worth it.